So the space that we're sitting in right now was designed to be a safe place for women to come to before they have to sit in front of their abusers in court and advocate for themselves. We bring in hair and skincare professionals that will come and make them beautiful so they walk into that room feeling confident and prepared and knowing that they're not alone. Just to have that extra advocacy, somebody on their side, ultimately just being there for them. There was a pretty high-profile case. Ben David was the prosecutor. The woman's name was Michelle, and her case was about 25 or 26 years old. She was kidnapped and assaulted and raped and left for dead. Her rape kit sat on a shelf for 2 decades. But then it was brought to trial, and she would go to that courtroom and have to sit in front of that man that assaulted her. And she sat there as a victim. She said she didn't feel beautiful. She always felt vulnerable. And she always felt like all anybody saw was the worst side of her. But the day she came to our Care For program was the day she had to make her victim plea to the court, to the jury, and to the judge to advocate for herself and ask for the full extent of the law. And that morning, she came to our Care For program, and when she walked in, she was apologizing for what she looked like. She kept touching her hair and, her face, and I just remember her saying, "I'm so sorry I look like this." And she sat down in our chair, and she received love. We did her hair and her makeup and gave her all the hugs she wanted and all the hugs we needed, because we all sat there crying and we were a team, and we knew what we were doing was important. And when she got up from that chair, she was a different person than the one that walked through that door first thing in the morning. She was bold, and she said she felt seen. I have a video of her walking across the street with her head held high, the confidence that you would hope somebody would be able to walk into a courtroom with. And she stood up with confidence and advocated for herself, and she was beautiful. And then later she called and said she couldn't believe that anybody would love her like that she had never been loved like that before, and that our Care For program changed her life. Which seems crazy and nonsensical to me, because sometimes all I think is we're just offering a moment. I didn't realize that it was a moment that would last forever. That's pretty cool. Yeah. Back in 2016, the Harrelson Center took a chance on me. At the time, there wasn't anything yet that was domestic violence specific. And I was just this little ministry at the time. And the Harrelson Center saw something special. You can't put a price on that kind of support. And for something as big and important as the Harrelson Center to see something special and important about Operation Pretty Things, man, it helps.